Gullane, Scotland. Graeme McDowell delighted in sorting out a putting glitch in take Route 66 on the second day of the Aberdeen Standard Investment Scottish Open at Gullane. McDowell recorded just 26 putts to move just inside the top 40 with a 5-under par tally and be trailing 8 shots behind England's Robert Rock, 63, who heads the field on 13 under par. Defending Gullane champion, Rickie Fowler posted the same score as McDowell to be well-placed at 10 under. McDowell spent plenty of time on the practice putting green following Thursday's 1-under par 69, and it paid dividends as G-Mac digs deep to clinch one of 3 spots into next week's Open. With 2 rounds to play, there is some 15 players ahead of McDowell also vying for a Carnoustie tee time. McDowell capped his round chipping in for an eagle 3 at the par 5 second, and this after taking birdie at the first, while he also birdied 10 and 11 ahead of 7 closing pars. "It was Route 66 today and it was a good day's work while I putted a little better," he said. "I did some work on my putting yesterday afternoon and I found a little something that has been bugging me for a couple of months. As a result, my pace on the greens was good while the game is in good shape, but I do need to make a big run on the weekend if I need to get to where I want to be, and that's to Carnoustie next week. This then was an important cut to make as the weather is supposed to turn and anybody who is in 5, 6 or 7 from the lead end with 2 rounds to go can mount a charge. So, it was a good cut to make and it's given me the chance now to make a wee charge on the weekend." Paul Dunne enjoyed both joy and a lot of afternoon anxiety after he posted a level par 70 to remain at 3 under par, but only to learn near 8 p.m. that the cut had been made at 4 under par. Dunne ended his round at lunch to be greeted by his girlfriend he said he hadn't seen for a few weeks, but with the Greystones golfer glued to the tour's scoring website to ascertain if he'd done enough to play all 4 rounds. The cutoff mark hovered between 3 under and 4 under all afternoon before being confirmed at 4, and meaning Dunne now has 2 further and unwanted practice rounds before teeing up next week in what will be his 4th Open. Dunne's second day was a mix of 4 birdies and also 4 bogeys. "I just played terrible on the front 9 and it just came from nowhere," he said. "It was just sloppy stuff and I wasn't really concentrating, and then found myself 1 over through 7 holes, and given the front 9 is so easy, I was just chasing it from there, and it was nice to birdie 17 as that gave me a chance to make the cut and play the last 2 days before heading to Carnoustie. The game feels really good, and while I have had a lot of golf of late, and I do feel a little tired, it was just one of those days and I am not going to lose any sleep." The Open-winning duo of Darren Clarke and Padraig Harrington also will head to Carnoustie early after missing the Gullane cut. Clarke had raced to 4 under through 6 holes to be 3 under par in total before the inward 9 jumped up to bit the Ulsterman to bogey 3 of his closing 6 holes in a score of 69 for a level par total. Harrington returns to the venue of his maiden major championship success, managing just 3 birdies over his 2 Gullane rounds for scores of 73 and 71. Joining the Irish duo with the weekend off was Phil Mickelson, who will head to Carnoustie early after scores of 70 and 69.